You gonna get that? All right, welcome back to the channel, two-stroke turbo fans. You just saw my dog Stella be camera shy, even with a ball that she loves to play with. It's so funny. Whenever I whip out the camera, she is just like, she's just not with it. I don't know why, but it's been that way for a while. But that's okay. She's a great dog. Just not as happy when I have the camera out. I guess she might be jealous of all you two-stroke turbo fans. What are we doing? It's a gloomy Sunday. I'm home by myself. The girls are out shopping, and I've got a garage full of cars that really need to be driven, even though it's probably going to start raining here any second. And last weekend we pulled out the Subaru 360 van, and we took that for a little drive. We found a couple issues with the brakes. I'm assuming that all the cars in here are going to have issues because they don't get driven every day like I'd like. But I'd really like to get a two-stroke car out. I love two-stroke cars, and I know you do too. You're my base, my channel, my rock. And I think this yellow DKW, I alluded last weekend that I wanted to take it out. I think I'd like to take it out now and take it for a little drive. That'd be fun. So we got to move a couple cars to get that out and create a little two-stroke smoke outside the garage this time. I don't want my neighbors calling the fire department on me like they did once before. So let's see if we can get that out. I got to move this and move that and move the dog. We made a little room in our garage, and I think our dog is ready to not look at the camera. You try so hard not to look at the camera. It's so funny. What's wrong with you? You want to go for a ride in a two-stroke car? You do? Okay. Let's see if we can get going in this thing. You want to come in here? Come on. That's what you wanted. Go in the back? Good girl. That's a good girl. So this DK... Oh, there's my gloves. I was looking for those green gloves. If you look at the seats in this car, the mohair or horsehair, whatever's in the seat, long gone. These are the original seats. I haven't painted them. I've just cleaned them up. The springs are poking through. I've got to do something about that. I wanted to save them because they're original, but it's getting to the point now where my bottom is feeling the springs or lack of. So we're going to have to recover these at some point in time. I've actually duct taped the top of the seat back there where the sun has gotten on the top. But it's amazing that these seats have lasted 1957 DKW, and this is almost 2023. That's 70, it's pretty close to 70 years. That's a long time for a seat to last. Okay, let's just hop in this thing, shall we? It's been sitting here since the last time we tried to start it, which was a week ago, and it did fire up, but it smoked really bad. So, let's, the seat is cold. We do have a fuel pump, that's good. Choke out here, right there. And let's see what happens here. Pops off. Let's give it a second here. Let's let that fuel pump kind of pump up the carburetor. Oh, fired up. Okay, it's going to be really smoky. Let's get this thing out of here. Where's reverse? There it is. Ah, that's the sound we're looking for. Let it warm up here a little bit. The dog is ready to go to the park. DKW is warming up and the smoke is dissipating. Not as bad as it was. Sitting here on fast idle. I think it's time. It's not raining. It's cold, but that's okay. If it's not smoking, it's broken. All right, so we're driving the old DKW. Whoops, not fourth gear, one second gear. Ooh, that Jaguar's got a broken wheel. A lot of people out working in their yard. It's a cold, cold December day. Everyone's buttoned up. Hats, coats. Whoops. I'll let the people go across. And we're going to try to make our way to the park and maybe some cheap gas, because I think we're really low on fuel. Yes, we are. We're down to empty. See if we can get some cheap fuel. Fuel has been really expensive up until about a week ago. Okay. Oh, it's cold. Love this thing. Nothing else sounds like it. Gonna get a little space to wind this thing up a little bit. Avoid the potholes. Jeez, they're everywhere. Stella, what do you think? Want to go to the park? Oh, yes, she does. So we have arrived at the park. Stella's very happy. And I'm looking at my fuel gauge. It's on empty. I hope we can make it to the gas station. Little girl riding her bike. We're gonna shut her down. So we just parked at the park. Hadn't been here more than a minute. A nice lady came running up to it and wanted to buy my car. I don't think I want to sell it. Stella's over there chasing squirrels. So happy. So happy. There's so many squirrels. Go get him. Get that one, Stella? You gonna get him? He's right there. Can you see him? Can you see him right there? Get that squirrel, Stella. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get him. Maybe I should get him. Should I get him? You want me to get him? Watch me get that squirrel. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, did you lose your squirrel, Stella? Oh. I don't think Stella's ever gonna find a squirrel. She's gonna keep looking. She's out there someplace. Man, does that car look good. It is a dreary day in the middle of winter. Actually, winter hasn't even started yet. Winter's almost here. And this car just brightens up everything, doesn't it? It looks so good. You get a squirrel? No, I didn't think you did. It's going to be a long time before you catch one of those guys. They're too smart for you. Come on, let's go. Come on. Of course, there's a hot trail right there, isn't there? Our retired dog. All right, let's see if we can make it to the gas station. I have decided to go to the more expensive gas station because it's downhill and it's closer. I'm really afraid I'm gonna make. I've never run this thing out of gas. I don't really want to. It's on empty. I don't think I've ever run it this low. So let's go do that. I've got some oil and some gas. Would be great. My hot dog Stella is fogging up the windows with her breath, as you can see. We've got a little bit of ventilation from our vents here on the dash that's off the radiator. The fan pulls or pushes air through the radiator, and the radiator then naturally pushes the air up through the defrost tubes. There's no forced air fan, so hopefully we can make it to the gas station without our windows fogging up. It's extremely wet, cold today. I mean, there's a little bit of heat, but it's all engine dependent. The more I rev it up, the more the fan blows, the more it blows warm air through the radiator gets warmer. It's all dependent on the engine, which is, I guess, the case for most cars, but hopefully we won't fog up too bad. Wouldn't want to be an ice storm. We made it to the gas station. You can see why there's not a lot of people here. Gas is really expensive. We're going to put in premium. It's still $5.19 a gallon. That's ridiculous. But whatever. We need some. Let's turn the key off and put the brake on and see if we can fill it up. All right, so we're very slowly putting gas into our DKW. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to mix the oil right here. I always get grief when I do that. What do we got? 2.9 gallons. Okay, so just over 3 gallons, and 40-to-1 ratio is 3.2 ounces per gallon. So I need about 10 ounces almost. Hopefully I've got that much. I'm going to use my What's this? Watercraft 2-stroke oil. So I've got to figure out how to get 10 ounces in there, almost. Poured a little oil in. I know that's not the correct way to do it, but shake the car up a little bit. It'll mix. It'll be fine. And off we go. So that gave us a half a tank. See that or not? A little over a half tank. 3 gallons? Must be, I think it's only an 8-gallon tank. It's getting dark quickly. Your lights on. Enjoy the rest of our drive. It gets dark so fast now. It's only 4 o'clock. Really, there's an old international travel law. Look at that thing. You gonna let me in? Okay, he's gonna let me in. Nice of him. Wow, it's dark and rainy and cold. Stella, you want to go home and get some food? Really want some food? You do. Okay, our defroster actually worked pretty well after we got it revved up. Turn our lights on. Nice drive on a cold winter's day. Oh my goodness, let me get on my seatbelt here. There we go. Really enjoyed that. Let's take a walk around this thing one more time. We put it away for the weekend. Really encourage you guys to get your classic cars out over the winter time. We escaped heavy rains. It's very cold, but still super fun to get this thing out and driven and blow out a little 2-stroke smoke and impress a few people about our cunning ability to drive an old car with very limited wipers and heat on a cold winter's day. I think I've got some more for you coming up in the next couple videos. Stay tuned. Here's a little aftershock for you. Stella's waiting. Car close up to the garage. Oh, that's nice. Really nice. Nothing broke. Car doesn't even need any work, Stella. It doesn't need any work. This one actually runs pretty good. It's really nice to have a well-sorted car. Oh my goodness. So underappreciated. Stella had a nice run. Didn't get one squirrel. We got a good run in with the car. That was fun.